Thanks again for stopping by the My Reader Minutes. If you're new here, welcome. To all my new subscribers, thank you for joining me on my journey. I just want to mention that you all showed out on my last video regarding Dr. Umar, and you all engaged with me. I love the conversation. I was here for the comments. I was really here for the comments about lunch with Dr. Umar and what we came up with and like, what is this dude talking about? Well, I just want to piggyback on that video. There's another video out there. Someone in the comments told me that that video was from a while ago. I didn't know. Like I said, his stuff is just starting to pop up on my feed. So I am not aware of any of this stuff. I don't know how old this is. It says it's a day old, but I don't know when he put it out here. But this is him talking about his date with Dr. Umar. And, it started out as a lunch. Then he goes through, then he goes through and it turns into a dinner. And then he says he's going to have it where the lunch date was basically going to be just in Delaware. You could go anywhere you want to for a donation of $500. Remember? Well, he doesn't really talk about a donation, but I'm assuming the donation still stands, even though he didn't really talk about having a donation. But he's saying that now it's going to go from Delaware, Philly, Pennsylvania. I don't know if he said Philly or Pennsylvania, and New Jersey. So now it's 3 states. And then by the time he finishes that whole statement, he's started in those 3 states, goes all the way around the world and back again. So, I mean, I don't know where the date is going to be, where it's going to end up. He said he was going to take it on the road. So, and then he has stipulations about what he wants his women to look like, even though it's not a date. It's not a real date because it's a podcast and it's not a podcast and it's a reality show. I mean, he goes through this whole production about what it is and what he's expecting. This is really sad, though. I kind of feel bad for him because it's sad. I don't know if he's is still trying to convince us that he's being serious. I can't believe that he believes anything he's saying. But then again, I don't know, because if he's convinced himself that what he's saying is real, I mean, what he's saying doesn't even make sense because he's all over the place. Anyway, let's take a look.
I just wanted to come on here right now to clarify the date with the doctor reality show. I want all my African queens to listen up. I want all my African kings to listen up. I want to clarify the date with the doctor reality show that's going to be kicking off really, really soon.
He said reality show. Okay, that's number 1. Let's continue.
The date with the doctor reality show is really a conversation platform. It is a conversation platform where Black women and I will exchange views and opinions on various issues affecting the world, the African race, and Black women in particular. It will be a platform where Black women can expose their brand, their business, and influence the culture of Black women and influence the culture for Black women. This is going to be an uplifting reality show. There will be no nonsense. It's going to be clean and it's going to be classy. I'm calling it a date with the doctor because that is going to be the ambiance. That's going to be the context. That's going to be the background. It's not a real date. Let me say this again. I am not looking for a wife.
Okay. He says it's not a real date. He's not looking for a wife. Talking about issues, particularly the Black woman. Talking about issues. He's not looking for a date. This is not a real date. This is a reality show.
The ancestors will send them to me when the time is right. Let me say that again. I'm not looking for a wife. And this reality show is not a hunt for a spouse. That is just a platform because I want sisters to have a clean and sexy situation that they're going to be coming into. Do my Black queens understand me? Do my Black
A clean and did he say clean and sexy situation? I'm not sure I understand what that means. What sex? Okay. No, I don't understand.
Queens understand me.
Mm-mm.
Now, most of the date with the doctor conversation dinners will be held in the Philadelphia, Delaware, New Jersey area. I repeat, most of the date
Philadelphia, which is a city, it doesn't say Pennsylvania, Delaware State, and New Jersey. 3 states. That's where most of the dates or conversations, the non-dates, I don't know.
with the doctor dinner conversations, because that's what it really is. It's not really a date. That's how we're going to make it look so we have a nice appeal. But it's really a dinner conversation. So you're going to have to come to me, ladies. You're going to have to come to me, ladies. Most of the time we will be in Delaware. Sometimes we will be in Philadelphia. Sometimes we will be in Jersey. Once in a while, I will take the date with the doctor on the road.
Okay.
We will do a few in California, but it won't be often. We will do a few down in Texas, but it won't be often.
Okay, Texas.
We will do a few in Omaha, Milwaukee, Detroit, Chicago, but it won't be often. We'll do a few in St. Louis. We'll do a few in Kansas City. We'll do a few in Louisville, in Memphis, in Nashville, but it won't be often. We'll do a few in Ghana, in South Africa, in Kenya, but it won't be often. We'll do a few in Jamaica, in Bahamas, in Bermuda, but it won't be often. We'll do a few in Canada, in Nova Scotia, in Montreal. We'll do a few in Sydney and Melbourne, Australia. We'll do a few of them in London, in Luton, in Wolverhampton, in Liverpool, in Birmingham, in Manchester, in Paris, but it won't be often. We will take the show on the road, but not often. If you are a sister who is a chef, if you are a sister who is a chef, if you are a brother who is a chef, if you are an elder who is a chef, you must be African. You must identify as African. You cannot be a bunny hopper, or you cannot be confused in any other way, and you know what I'm talking about. You cannot be a bunny hopper, and you cannot be confused in any other way. If you want to be a chef for the date with the doctor, we're going to expose the brand and business of our black chefs. If you can cook, and if you can cook well, I need you to text me your name, what types of meals you prepare. Keep it simple. I don't need a book. Vegan, soul food, Caribbean, vegetarian, African. Tell me the various types of meals you can prepare, because with the date with the doctor, we're going to expose the business of the chef. We're going to expose how you can contact the chef, and we're going to expose the sister's business and brand that I will be having the dinner conversation with. This is going to be powerful. I want to support black women on a whole new level. But let me say this, black queens. Let me say this, black queens. Let me say this to my global African empresses. In order for you to qualify for the date with the doctor, and there will be a forthcoming email address, there will be a forthcoming telephone number, there will be a forthcoming application. But I want all black queens around the galaxy to know right now from Toronto. I want you to know right now from Toronto. And if you have a restaurant that you want to be the location for a filming of Date with the Doctor, if you have a beautiful black restaurant where you can turn the lights down, where you can give us a nice candlelight, where my video crew can really capture the essence of the conversation, we want to expose your black restaurant. We want to expose your black restaurant, but it got to be a nice place. Can't be a hole in the wall. No disrespect. It can't be a hole in the wall. No mice, no roaches, none of that. It got to be a nice, clean African black restaurant. If you have a restaurant, say, Dr. Umar, I want you to come and do your date with the doctor in my restaurant. Dr. Umar, I want you to come do a date with the doctor in my restaurant. Okay? Very important. International Africans, you can hit me up on WhatsApp. If you got a restaurant in Ghana, you got a restaurant in Panama, you got a restaurant in New Mexico, you got a restaurant in Brooklyn, you got a restaurant in Toronto, you got a restaurant in Ottawa, you got a restaurant in Nova Scotia, you got a restaurant in London, you got a restaurant in Luton, you got a restaurant in Wolverhampton, you got a restaurant in Kenya, a restaurant in Tanzania, you got a restaurant in Liberia, you got a restaurant, a black restaurant in China. Let me know where the beautiful.
Does he just want us to know that he knows his geography? Because that's all he does. No matter what he's talking about. Now he's talking about restaurants everywhere. If you're a Nubian queen from this place, that place, other places, what I mean, does he we know, okay, we know that you know your geography. We got it. This is ridiculous. Come on now.
Black restaurants are. I need to hear from the owner. I'm not looking, you find me. I'm the Prince of Pan-Africanism. I will not be looking for you. If you want the date with the doctor to be in your restaurant, you need to reach out to me. Otherwise, you will be a traveling chef. You will come to Dr. Umar, prepare your meal in the very place where we will be doing the date with the doctor. Whether that's an Airbnb, whether that's a hotel, whether that's a home that we rent, we will work that out. We will work that out. But let me get to the details. If you need to reach me by text or WhatsApp, +1 215 989 9858. If you need to reach me by text message, direct or WhatsApp, +1 215 989 9858. 215 989 9858. Black women, you cannot be a candidate on my show unless you are an entrepreneur of some kind. I don't care if you, I don't care if you do massages, if you have a restaurant, I don't care if you do mail order, you must be an entrepreneur because I want black women to become entrepreneurs so we can target this homelessness, reduce this prostitution, and all of these other unhealthy careers black women are getting involved in because they don't have enough income. So you must be an entrepreneur. You must be an entrepreneur. You
So is he saying that only black women venture into prostitution, prostitutes? I don't know how to say. If they're down on their luck, like it's only black women do that? Like what is he saying? Come on, Dr. Umar. He is not.
must be all natural from head to toe. Black women, are you listening? You must be all natural from head to toe. Your hair must be natural. Your eyelashes must be natural. Your eye color must be natural. Do you hear me, black women? No weaves, no perms, no processed hair. No weaves, no perms, no processed hair. No fake breasts, no fake ass, no fake flat stomachs. No fake breasts, no fake ass, no fake flat stomachs. I want.
So he don't want nobody with a flat stomach. He want them with a belly. What's a fake flat stomach? And how do you even know if it's fake? I mean, if they got a tummy tuck, you ain't gonna know. The hell?
An all natural organic sister. You will not have a dinner conversation with me if you are not all natural. Makeup, I'm not too.
Okay, so why does that matter? Can somebody tell me why the person across from him that he's just trying to expose their business has to look a certain way? He's not looking for a wife. He's not looking for a girlfriend. Remember, he said the ancestors are going to send him his way, right? Didn't he say that? It's not a real date. It's a conversation, and you're going to be talking about issues that you need to remedy, because you don't want black women to fall into this rut of doing ungodly occupations when they're low on cash. That's what I got. Why does it matter, Dr. Umar, what anybody looks like sitting across from you, regardless of what they got going on? Makeup, butt, boobs, whatever.
Big on makeup. I will tolerate a little bit of natural makeup as long as it doesn't look like a fake up. Okay? I will tolerate a little bit of natural African makeup if it doesn't look like a fake up. But don't come to me with your whole face splattered with makeup. That's not attractive to me. Halloween is October 31st. If you need to put on a costume, go to the Halloween store and get your Halloween costume. Halloween is coming up on October the 31st. But if you're going to sit across from me and have a dinner conversation, you need to be 100% organically all natural African woman. Black queens, do you understand me? Black queens, do you understand me? No hair pieces, no Jerry curls, no extensions. All natural means what the hell I said. All natural. All natural means what the hell I said. All natural. No fake ass, no fake breasts, no fake stomach, no fake eyelashes, no fake hair. I am promoting natural black women with the Date with the Doctor podcast. I am promoting all natural black women. If you are not all natural, you have no business asking for the Date with the Doctor. Do you understand me, Caribbean queens? Do you understand me, American African queens? Do you understand me, my Canadian queens? I'm not playing. If you show up with a fake ass, if you show up with a BBL, if you show up with a face painted with mascara, if you show up with weave, wig extensions, or European hair color, if you show up with European hair color, the date will not proceed.
I don't qualify, y'all, so I'm going to have to give my slot up to somebody else.
The date will not proceed. Ladies, if you have a girlfriend, a best friend, a soror, a cousin, a sister, and y'all want to do a double dates will be allowed. It will look polygynous, but it's all in fun and humor. So yes, you can double date. You say, Dr. Umar, I am the co-owner of a business. Me and my friend co-own the business, and we want to come on the Date with the Doctor together.
Is he making this up as he goes along? I feel like he's just pulling this out the top of his dome. Because he goes from one thing to another. Now it's not even just a date. You can have a double date. And both of them have to be co-owners of the business. He is just making this up. Oh my God. Dr. Umar.
We can do that. That means there will be 2 slow songs instead of 1, because we will do a slow drag. Oh, yes. We're going to put on Can You Stand the Rain, and I'm going to slow drag with business owner number 1, and I'm going to slow drag with business owner number 2.
Isn't it a conversation about business? Why you gonna slow drag? So if it's not gonna be a date, it's not a date. You don't care what they look like, but you're gonna slow drag? What? Y'all can't make this up. You cannot make this up. I am outdone. I am outdone. Is it a date or not? Are you looking for a woman or aren't you? This is
2, my brothers who are married to beautiful African sisters. Because this is not a real date, if you're open to your queen being exposed, her business being exposed, good brother, you can go ahead and send your wife, okay? Because everything is all clean. This is clean and classy. If you say, Doc, my wife is coming on the Date with the Doctor, But I don't want her to do the slow drag because your pictures with the queens be a little too tight, and I can't tolerate my queen being hugged up with the Prince of Pan-Africanism for 3 minutes during the slow drag. I will respect you, my brother. There will be no slow drag with your wife. There will be no slow drag with your wife. There will be no slow drag with your wife. And when the date with the doctor is over, the sisters will be escorted back to their hotel unless they're driving in, and that will be the end of it. I want to show black women in a whole new light.
So he's going to escort them back to their hotel, wherever they're staying, unless they're driving in. Okay? So they're either driving to him, they got to come to him, right? Wherever they're at. Because we don't know exactly where we are now, right? We know we're either in Delaware, Philly, New Jersey, unless he takes it on the road to California, Texas, Milwaukee, Ohio, Ghana, wherever. Yeah.
I'm tired of ass and titties. I'm tired of reality shows. I'm tired of the sexual exploitation of black women. I'm tired of fake ass black women with fake ass black bodies. I'm tired of it. I want to show real black women. I want to show spiritual black women. I want to show, of course, they won't be paid. They're getting
He want to show spiritual black women that he want to slow drag. What?
free publicity off of the Prince of Pan-Africanism. This is not pay. You are getting $1 million worth of publicity from the most requested, the most relevant, and the most popular black scholar and activist in the 21st century, and one of the most popular in history, brothers and sisters. So this is not paid. This is a business investment for that queen to expose her business. Okay, ladies? And because this is going to be a nice dinner, I will be wearing a suit, and you need to wear something presentable. Don't show up for the date with the doctor in some damn jeans and your Nikes. We're not doing that. They don't have to be 5'5" thick in the thighs, although that would be a plus. They don't have to.
You don't want to see actually exploited on the reality shows today, but they can be 5'5" thick in the thighs. That's a plus. Hello, Dr. Umar. Do you remember what you say from 1 minute to the next? I don't think he does. I don't think he does. He is just talking to hear himself talk.
Be 5'5" thick in the thighs, but that would be a plus. They don't have to be 5'5" thick in the thighs because, again, this is not a real date. That is just the presentation that we're giving for the platform. This is not a real date. That is just the presentation that we're giving to the platform. I should continue Gaddafi's work. I will not be continuing the work of an Arab. I'm sorry, I am an African. Please, please, my brother. We are African fundamentalists over here. We're going to talk about that today at the Jamaican Canadian Association. We're going to talk about that today at the Jamaican Canadian Association. 995 Arrow Road here in Toronto. We're going to talk about that. No, there can be no snow bunnies on the date with the doctor. Mixed race queens, you must identify full-time as an African to be on a date with the doctor. I repeat, if you are a mixed race African sister, if you are a mixed race African sister, if you are a mixed race African sister, yes, you can be on the date with the doctor, but only if you identify as an African woman on a full-time basis. If there's a Puerto Rican African, if there's a Cuban African, if there's a Dominican African, if there's a mixed race African who identifies as a black woman on a full-time basis, yes, you can be on a date with the doctor. But there will be no rice, there will be no ice, there will be no spice, there will be no sand, and there will be no.
But if she's of mixed race, meaning if she's biracial, half white, half black, but identifies as black, but she just happens to have blonde hair, she can't come. Just saying.
Salsa. I said there will be no rice, there will be no ice, There will be no spice. There will be no sand, and there will be no salsa on the Date with the Doctor podcast. I said there will be no rice. There will be no ice. There will be no spice. There will be no salsa, and there will be no sand. Bunnies on the Date with the Doctor. Black queens forever. Snow bunnies never. If you do makeup, for my makeup queens, black queens who do natural organic makeup, if you want me to expose your makeup business, you could come on set and get Dr. Umar cleaned up a little bit. Not no feminazi. Don't have me looking a feminazi, because you will be fired your first date with. If you do makeup and you say, doctor, I want to be on set to make sure the sister you doing a date with, that she's looking nice, get the sweat off her face, you know what I mean? Cover up the pimples a little bit, make that tattoo go away on her neck. I can be there to clean up your date, Dr. Umar, and I just need you to expose my business. I'm trying to build black women up because they've been torn down long enough. As a black man, as an alpha man, as an unapologetically African anti-snow bunny alpha male, I'm trying to build up black women. No, my brother, I won't be dating the sisters who come on the show, because that is a recipe for a me too. I am not a fool. I will not be dating any of those sisters because I don't need to get diddied. I refuse to be diddied.
Wait a minute. How did we get here? I thought this was supposed to be a business conversation about exposing entrepreneurs of the African American race to the world. Well, how did we get here? Like, he doesn't. This is not a date. So how you gonna get diddied? I mean, this is not that type of party. What in the world is going on? Help me.
And I damn sure won't be snow bunnied. So, ladies, I just wanted to let you know the criteria. If you have a BBL, go get rid of it. If you got fake titties, go get them snatched out. If you got fake eyelashes, take it off. If you got a weave or a perm, go ahead and throw it in the trash. Because you will not sit across from me looking like somebody's European mannequin. I believe in organic queens. I believe in all natural queens. If it don't bounce, I must renounce.
But he just said something about not actually exploiting African American women. And he's up here talking about if it don't bounce. What are you talking about, Dr. Umar? Oh my God. This dude, you can't make this up. You cannot make this up, people.
If it don't bounce, I must renounce. If it don't bounce, I must renounce. Sisters, we're going to have fun on the Date with the Doctor. Basically, it's going to be a dinner, one dance, and we're going to go for a walk outside. A dinner, one dance, we're going to go for a walk. The whole production will probably last about 4 hours. The whole production will be 4 hours, but your business will be booming after we're done. Make sure you bring your products, because there's going to be a segment where you break down your business and your products, your website, your social media, how people can support you, the whole 9 yards. It's time to raise up the queens. I want to make sure I'm in good standing with divine feminine energy. I want to make sure I'm in good standing with divine feminine energy. Leave Sister Suki Hana out of this. Stop bringing up Sister Suki Hana every time I talk about Date with the Doctor. Shout out to Sister Suki. Shout out to Sister Suki. Shout out to Sister Suki. The addresses will not be given to you. An escort will pick you up. A professional driver will pick you up from your hotel and bring you to the location.
Now, he just made that up. Because remember, before he said when you drive to me. Now, all of a sudden, he ain't sending out the addresses and you're going to get a driver to come pick you up. Which is it? That's how I know he is making this up as he goes along. He is.
You will not be given an address because Negroes are messy. You will not be given an address. You will be picked up and you will be brought to the date with the doctor. Your phone will be taken. So you cannot give away the address. That is for security purposes. If you're not comfortable with that, you cannot be on the date with the doctor. Do you understand, Queens? You will be picked up and brought to the location for security purposes, because some locations will be used more than once, and nobody needs to know where we are bringing Queens, beautiful sisters, in a safe environment to have their conversation with Dr. Umar Tunde, no Diddy. I just told you most of the dates with the doctors will be recorded in Delaware. Most of the dates with the doctors will be recorded in Delaware. They won't set me up because there will be women on the set. You won't see them when you watch the conversation, but there will be men and women on the set. You won't see them, but I will never be alone. I can't afford it. I will never be alone with a sister. I can't afford it. For all I know, one of my coons could have sent her. So ladies, I got to practice professionalism and discretion. I got to protect myself because I understand the age we are living in. Age restriction, not less than 25. Age restriction, not less than 25. But I will say, because I'm not looking to date, I don't really see a problem necessarily with a sister who's a little younger. We might not do the slow drag though. But why shouldn't we expose the businesses of our young sisters too? So I'm going to play around with that. But as of right now, I don't want them under 25. But we might go a little late, a little younger, and cut out the dance. You feel me? Go a little younger and cut out the dance.
Go a little younger, like how much younger? Like, what are you talking about? If you cutting out the dance, are you talking about a teenager? What are you talking about, Dr. Umar? You need to be more specific. You should see at least say 21 and over if you're going to go there. Just saying. And how old is Dr. Umar? Isn't he in his 50s? I don't know how old he is. Yikes.
So ladies, I just want you to know you got to be all natural. You got to be all natural. Application coming soon. Application coming soon. Application coming soon.
Okay, is that like an OCD type thing? Because you know how people that have real bad OCD, they have to do things like 3 times? Because with his cadence, everything that he repeats, he does it at least 3 times. Is that like an OCD type thing? I don't even know. OCD might not even be the right term, but you know what I'm saying? It's something to that. Y'all. So we just started out in Delaware, and Philly, and Jersey, mostly in Delaware. But if he decides to take it on the road, he's going to Cali, Texas, Omaha, Milwaukee, Toronto, Ghana, Tanzania, everywhere. We done went around the world and back. And you gotta be natural. Can't have nothing fake. No fake hair, no fake lashes, no fake body parts. Nothing. You can't even get a tummy tuck. Yeah, if you got a tummy tuck, go back and get your gut put back in. I don't know. He wants real, authentic, natural African Americans. However, if you are mixed, you have to identify as African American, or you have to identify some, I don't know. And then If you have European hair color, see, I don't qualify because this is like a honey blonde. I don't qualify, so I can't go. Unfortunately, someone else is going to have to be the lucky one. Sorry. Matter of fact, I'm getting ready to dye my hair again tomorrow. Get to read these black roots. Yeah. Anyway, what y'all think? Dr. Umar is, I think he just likes to hear himself talk. I think he likes to let us know that he knows his geography. Okay, we got it. We got it. Well, you know where all the countries are, where all the cities are, where all the states are. You know them. Boom, boom, boom. He rattles them off one by one. Got it. We got that. He even said something about, I think, galaxy, like every African American in the galaxy. So he's even gone to the other planets. The other planets, if they got African American women, they can apply too for this date. Y'all, you can't make this stuff up. You can't make it up. Tell me what you think. Let's talk about it down below. I had a great time talking about it before. Can we talk about this too? I don't know how old this is. So if y'all know, put it in the comments. I don't know, but on his thing, it says it was 1 day old. So I don't know when he was in Toronto. I know he was just in California not too long ago. So now he's in Toronto. I don't know if he's there now. You can't tell where he's at. He's always somewhere. For somebody that ain't got no money, but there's that. Please like, share, and subscribe. And with that being said, everyone be blessed. Peace.